Hey everybody, it's Mr. Rogers here, and I wanted to talk really briefly about the microscope. And since you're virtual, you don't get to use an actual microscope, so I want to show you some of the parts that a microscope has. And so it's going to be a little bit, maybe get you seasick here, and I'm sorry, but I'm trying my hardest to give you some kind of form of what this looks like, okay? So this top right part right here, this is a lens. This is the eyepiece, okay? This eyepiece right here, and the microscope actually comes off. This eyepiece is 10x. So right away, it's 10 times magnification. So everything is 10 times bigger. We multiply magnifications, and I'll talk about that in a second. All right. This is a light microscope. And so it uses a light down here to project through the image, and we can see through the image. So every pre-made slide or slide that we actually create in class, they have to be a very thin item. Therefore, the light can actually get through. So you can't do big chunks or anything like that. For that, you would need to use electron microscopes or other dissecting microscopes, things like of those natures, I should say. This part right here, this is called a stage, just like if you did like a theater play or whatnot. This is where all the action happens and where we are going to actually put the slide. So the slide right here kind of comes in. We pull this, we put the slide right in here. And then we can move around the base and the stage with these knobs right here. So there's knobs right down here. And if I move them around, you can see I'm moving the stage back and forth. And this side, I'm moving the pincers that hold in the slide. So we can move around the object. Next, if I take you down here, you can see what they're called the objectives. The objective lenses, but slang term for them is just objective. And so right here, you can see the 4 on the red guy, the smallest one right here. This is the lowest magnification. It is a 4x. So it'd be 4 times the eyepiece up top, which was 10. So it'd be 40. The next one, you can't really see because it's yellow, but that is a 10x right here. And the 10x times 10 is 100. The next one is the blue guy. That is a 100 or 40x, sorry. So it'd be 10 times 40, so it gives you 400. And this guy right here is 100x, and 10 times 100 is 1,000. We can only use this one with a special kind of oil. We only really use that in AP Bio. There's really no need for us to see that small in this class, but I just wanted you guys to know it was there and its availability. Other things that we can take a look at. If you look underneath the stage, you'll see that there's this little tiny guy right here. This is called a diaphragm. It lets in more or less light. And so if I close the diaphragm, no light's going to come through here up. And so it becomes basically impossible to see anything. But if I let all of the light in, sometimes it becomes blinding and I can't see anything at all. I just see a really bright white light. And so I move it back and forth, trying to find the best way to see the object. Okay. You can also see down here, I have these knobs. These knobs are called the coarse and fine adjustment. The big one out here moves the stage a lot. As you can see, the stage goes up and down a lot when I move it. The fine adjustment moves it just a little bit at a time. And it's almost, you can't even really notice. I'm spinning it like crazy. If you can see the spinner, I'm spinning it like crazy, and it's barely moving it. Okay. And so these are the adjustment so you can focus. These guys underneath are the adjustments so you can move the stage back and forth. And then the diaphragm over here changes how much light gets through. All right, back up top here. So the review up top here, we have the actual lens, the eyepiece lens. We have, I tip it, the objective lenses, the stage, the coarse adjustment, fine adjustment, the stage adjustment, the diaphragm is underneath, the light is down here. One thing I guess I didn't say is you got the switch for power here. So that's a microscope. You're going to do it virtually, obviously, but when you guys come back and you guys are seniors or juniors and you need to use the microscope, I hope that you guys can kind of jump into it. Obviously, there's going to be some time where it's going to be a little bit of a struggle, but I think we can accomplish great things by just doing these virtual labs and watching this video and maybe taking some good notes. So I hope that's great. I hope that worked out for you guys. Thanks for watching, and have a fantastic day.